Today we're testing loads of dupe Primark makeup, so stay tuned if you want to see it in action. So hey guys, it's Becky and welcome to my channel, and thank you so much for joining me here today. Hello, if you're new, I do content every Tuesday and Thursday, from plus size fashion to home and lifestyle to beauty videos. So if you love that kind of thing, then I would love it if you would subscribe, hit that big red subscribe button down below. It's free, and don't forget to click that bell so you're notified whenever I upload. And hello to my lovely regulars. Thank you so much for joining me today. So I had a couple of comments asking to do some more affordable makeup, some specific Primark beauty videos, and my lovely niece got me a Primark gift card for Christmas. So I thought, perfect timing. I am a bougie babe when it comes to makeup. I do like bougie things. But I've been seeing loads and loads of TikToks of some amazing dupes that are available in Primark. And if I'm honest, I used to buy a lot of Primark makeup, you know, when I was in my teenage years and my little Saturday job money, and it's some good stuff. I have got, for the majority of the stuff, the comparable high-end dupe that it's, I'm guessing, trying to rip off. So we will swatch, give them a test, and I will let you know what I think. Also, I picked up some other things as well that I just thought I would quickly show you. So first up, get this one out of the way. It's a 4-in-1 foot file. This was £1. It's got a little scrubby brush, a little pumice stone, some sandpaper, and a cheese grid. Yeah, I feel like foot tools are really hard to come by, and this one was only £1, and it's small, compact, and perfect. You could take this on summer holiday as well, if you want to keep your feet looking nice while you're away. I just thought that was a notable mention. Then I love these they're called phone charms, like phone wristlet things. I also bought a new phone case and another little phone wristlet thing. They're on my phone that I'm filming on. But they're so, I don't know why, they're just so cute. I like how kind of customizable they are. They're also really great if you live in a city that has kind of like a pickpocketing, phone snatching situation, especially if you're in London. I know phone snatching happens so often, but so many of my friends with these kind of like wristlets have saved their phones from being snatched because it's on their arm. So this one was a Bratz one. They have like a whole Bratz kind of beauty accessory collection at the moment. Bratz dolls were my favourite thing. Like, I had Barbies, but when the Bratz came along, that's all I wanted. So I had to pick this one up. It's got a little Bratz charm and some really cute little beads on there. This was £2.50, which for Primark, that's expensive for this phone charm. Most of the other ones were like £1.50. So you're paying £1 for the Bratzness, but it's pretty good, to be honest. The phone case was £3. It's like a pink silicone thing. And then the other phone strap I got, the beads are huge, so it doesn't actually go on my wrist. But the beads are like these big, chunky, like flower beads, and it was reduced to 50p. So I just got it. Next up, makeup artist tape. So if you've never used tape before in makeup, it's really great for giving you neat edges with your eyeshadow, especially if you struggled with wing liner. I normally do from the end of my eye to the point of my eyebrow. It's kind of my guide. And then you can just do your eyeliner kind of roughly, and then you've got that really sharp edge. I'm not going to be using this today due to what I've picked up from the makeup section, but I've never seen makeup artist tape specific, but I saw Jordan Lipscomb? She used it and it looks amazing. So if you've ever struggled with wing eyeliner, This could be great to pick up. It's only £1.50, but I've never seen it anywhere else before, so bear that in mind. And then finally, before we get onto the makeup, why am I a sucker for these damn hairbands? I just love wearing them whenever I whenever I do my makeup. You guys know I literally wear one every time. So I'm just gonna pull this one out to wear today. They are just a game changer. I just love wearing them while I do my makeup, and I just thought this one was so pretty. This like tie-dye. They're really great for just doing skincare and makeup, and it just gets everything out the way and you look super cute. So first up, I always do eyes first, so I'm just going to quickly do my brows and then I'll be right back. So I just quickly used some clear brow gel because I got my brows finally done since last year, and I got my lashes tinted as well, so feeling fresh. So the first thing that I picked up was this eyeshadow base primer. I use eyeshadow primer every single day, and my favourite and most affordable eyeshadow primer is the Essence Colour Intensifying Eyeshadow Base. Has been discontinued, so I am on the hunt. A lot of people recommended the Aldi, however you want to say it, dupe. Still waiting for the oldie near me to open up, but this was £2.50, and I believe it's meant to be very, very similar to the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I have given this a little swatch already, and it's incredibly similar. Comes on a nice doe foot, which I really like, so you're not trying to squeeze anything out. And it is that kind of silicone-y feeling with this like slight skin tone tint. But I wouldn't say it offers too much coverage, but I've not tried it yet. It definitely feels a bit more liquidy than the Urban Decay. I don't have the Urban Decay. I literally have every other eyeshadow primer apart from that one, but I have used it in the past. There is definitely silicone in it. It's making you have a smooth canvas, rather than the Essence one also has a bit of pigment to it, and it helps almost conceal any colour. So this is more, I think, smoothing rather than colour correcting. So just bear that in mind. So I am going to quickly lay down some matte shadows, because we do have a cream eyeshadow that I'm going to be showing you today. So I feel like at the moment there's an awful lot of Charlotte Tilbury dupes at Primark. So one of my favourite products from Charlotte Tilbury are the cream eyeshadows. So I've got, I think, 5 or 6 of them. I love them for very easy to do, very pretty eyeshadow looks. So I picked up, they had, I think, 2 shades. This is in the shade Champagne. Now this is enormous. This is 10 grams of product versus the 7 ml of product you get in this, and this is glass as well, frosted, feels very nice, and also has a little thing on it to, I guess, stop it from drying up. I will say with the Charlotte Tilbury, even without that, they do stay very creamy. So I haven't tried this yet, so it's gonna be my first time dipping in. Oh, I will say quite similar, quite moussey, but you've got quite a big lip to go through. So that's the colour right there. Really pretty. But would you say champagne, or would you say more rose gold? Now, I did pull out 2 of my favourite shades from Charlotte Tilbury to make a comparison. This video is serious. So this is rose gold. They do feel quite similar. So rose gold is a little bit deeper. Very pretty though. The next one is one of the newer shades, Exaggerize. I will say I did compare it to Oyster Pearl. Oyster Pearl is way deeper. And again, Exaggerize is a lot deeper as well. Not deep, but Champagne is definitely the lightest out of the 3. But you wouldn't know that it's Primark in that lineup. I don't have the Champagne eyes to mesmerise, so I can't compare. But I'm pretty impressed so far, but obviously we've not got it on the eye yet, so let's give it a go. I think I'm going to go in how I would normally go in, which is with my finger. So this is super pretty, very nice, but it's very subtle, this shade. Obviously the other shades I've got do have a bit more kind of background pigment, but yeah, I think with this shade you are going to want to put maybe a little bit of a matte shadow behind it. But interested to see how this dries. I will say the Charlotte Tilbury ones wear really, really well. For a cream shadow, they really do last a long time. So this is 90% cheaper, coming in at £2.50, and you get more product. I think they had another shade as well, and I think it might have been rose gold. But honestly, guys, I'm really, really impressed. I think if you like those cream shadows or you've wanted to try them, this is really, really nice. And the packaging is also really, really nice. It's really, really good quality. Feels very heavy, very luxe. £2.50. What a bargain. What a bargain. So up next, I'm going to do a little lip mask while we do the rest of the face. So this is the overnight lip mask with sweet almond oil, rosehip oil and vitamin E. £2. Now, I believe this is more of a dupe for the Laneige lip sleeping mask. I do have it, but I think it's at my parents'. So I actually have the lip treatment balm, which I will say is quite similar to the regular sleep mask anyway. But this is what it looks like. It looks a lot like the gummy bear flavour. This is 14 gram compared to 10 gram. I thought this was smaller because obviously it is smaller in package size, but obviously it doesn't come with, like, this packaging from Laneige's genius. They've put the little spoon in the lid. So I am going to compare the texture. So this is what the Laneige one's like, and I do find it is quite thick. It is quite luxurious. So you see there, it's quite thick and balmy. So let me just pop that on the back of my hand. This one does have a slight kind of minty feeling to it, which I like, but not for like a nighttime thing. It's more of a daytime thing for me. Now this, I think it smells a bit like bubble gum. And it's also got another one of those little plastic lids. Very bubblegummy. So it is like a pink shade. So it's definitely reminding me more of the lip sleeping mask. It's thick as well. But I wish it came with a little thing, because I feel like the little thing really makes you use the product. So when we put it down, it is quite thick, but I would say this has a lot more pigment sticking around compared to the Laneige. And the Laneige sleeping mask, I believe, has some form of exfoliating acid in it, where this doesn't. So bear that in mind. It is a slightly different product, but if you're wanting more of the balm look rather than the exfoliation that it gives you, this could be a really great option for £2. So I'm actually going to use the little tool with it, because if you've already tried the Laneige, you might have one of these lying around. We're just going to, oh wow, it is very thick when you use the when you use a little paddle with it. Very, very bubblegummy, I will say. It's definitely giving the Laneige like the kind of milkiness, if you like to use the Laneige as like a makeup item. I would say though, as this warms up, it becomes a lot more visceral. I think is that the right word? Becomes a lot more liquidy, where I believe the Laneige kind of stays quite thick. But it's quite nice. I think for £2, it's a great buy. I love the packaging as well. It came in like this super cute box as well. So £2. I think worth a go if you like your lip balms. So up next we have some face primer. So this is one of my favorite face primers out there. It is the Brightening Youth Glow from Charlotte Tilbury. It is really nice. I use this almost every day. It is a more pearly white primer compared to, I think it's called the Wonder Glow, which is more goldy. And then I found this. It is the Prep and Perfect Glowing Cream Illuminating Primer. This has got pomegranate extract and vitamin E, while this one doesn't say what it has, but I imagine it's got some stuff in it. This is 50ml for £4.50, whereas this is 40ml for, I believe, £35. Oh, very similar consistency. That one started to warm up on my hand now, the Charlotte Tilbury one, but I thought this was going to be a bit more liquidy. It's very hard to get out the packaging, I will say. It's quite stiff. Oh, here we go. Here's a bit more. Not much of a smell, which some people might like. It's not as illuminating as the Charlotte Tilbury one. It's nice, but it's more of a lotion. I'm getting more moisturizer than I am like the I'm going to put the Charlotte Tilbury one on because I've poured it out. I'm going to put that on my forehead. The Charlotte Tilbury one leaves way more of a glow on the skin. So unfortunately, I don't think I have found the dupe there yet. I'm getting way more reflection where I've just put the Charlotte Tilbury up there. This is okay. I feel like this will be really great just for those days when I want to put a bit of makeup on but not use my best makeup. I would say it's more kind of hydrating than illuminating. It's probably more like, I would say, like hydrating but with a little bit of luminosity in it rather than an illuminating glow cream illuminating primer. Yeah, I don't hate it, but it's not a dupe for what I thought. So up next, I don't wear foundation, but there were so many foundations to pick one. I think they really extended their shade range as well. So this is meant to be a really good concealer from them. It's the My Perfect Colour Illuminating Under Eye Concealer. I got the shade Nougat. I'm hoping it's going to be my shade. It looks very light. A lot of people compare it to the Maybelline Instant Age Eraser because it's got it's practically empty. But excited to try this. I'm guessing, how do I use this? How do I use it? We're having some troubles. You have to spin the tip. This is gonna get messy. You have to spin the black bit, whereas this, you spin the red bit. Quite a nice shade. Might be a little dark. Oh, I don't know if I like this. How am I meant to get any more out? It does feel very nice and creamy, I will say. It is a nice concealer, but I just don't like the packaging. I don't know how I'm not going to get covered in it when I try and twist it up. But it is a nice concealer for how much? £3, which, you know, it's not bad. But in my head, I don't know about anyone else my kind of age, but Primark makeup is meant to be like £1, £2. And obviously times have changed. But I don't want that. I want to go back to the pound makeup. But they do still have some pound makeup there. Like they have some eyeliners, some lipsticks and stuff. But the stuff where they are duping something specifically, I will say, is they're definitely capitalising on duping something. Apart from that Charlotte Tilbury cream shadow, I thought that was very fairly priced. £2.50 for that. Really good. So far, I actually quite like the formula. I'm just not loving how I'm supposed to get this out. But we got there in the end. So it's the black part that you twist, not the silver, as I found out. Now, on to another dupe. Trigwell Cosmetics dupe, but it's also an LHS cosmetic dupe because this is the one I have. So these triangle poofs are all the rage, it seems, at the moment. I am trying to actually powder less because age. But here we are. These triangle powder poofs are all over the internet. But I will say they do feel different. I feel like this is just like a velvet fabric, where this feels more microfibery. There's definitely a difference. Also, this one can be washed. You can take the sponge out, where these, you ain't washing them. Or, well, you ain't taking the thing out anyway. But these were $2.50 for 2, whereas the other ones, the Trigwell, the LH, I believe they're around $14.15, but they normally have like deals on and stuff. This loose powder is a really good affordable loose powder. It's the Halo Glow. They do it in various colours. So I'm just gonna, and I like this. It has the little swivelly for travel. Excellent loose travel for powder as well. Right, I feel like I want to do one side with the LH and one side with the Primark. So let's do that. Let's really test it. I'm just gonna tap. I'm now gonna go in with the Primark puff, putting some on and then patting some powder off, because we don't want to put too much powder under the eye. The tip is quite hard. This tip, very soft. This, because of the seam, it's quite pointy. It's a sharp object. Are they giving similar effect? Yes. Do I prefer the feel of this one? Yes. If you just want to give them a go for $2.50, maybe give them a go. But I do think the more expensive ones are more expensive for a reason. That's where we're gonna end with that. We're now finally going to move on to the cream bronzer. So they had a cream bronzer. So the cream bronzer comes in light medium and medium deep, which I thought was most like the Charlotte Tilbury contour wand, even though this is contour. They also had a contour shade, but only in one shade. So there was 3 shades and they all looked kind of similar. This was the lightest. It's literally the same like packaging. It's even 12 mil. So that's a lot of product. It seems a lot more runny maybe. So this is the Primark. Let's hope it blends out. And then this is the Charlotte Tilbury. Very similar, but I will say it looks like the Charlotte Tilbury does have a bit more coverage. But that might be okay because I'm very fair. But I know the Charlotte Tilbury does blend out quite a lot. So let's give this a go. Hopefully it goes okay. I'm going to get my brush at the ready. So we do the dots like the TikTok girlies do. I'm going to blend it out now rather than doing all the other dots. I don't know, it's done. It blended out very fast. I think maybe I need to put some more on. I feel like you're going to go through this product so fast, just like the Charlotte Tilbury one. Well, when it says light medium, it really is light medium. Is it buildable? Yes, I would say it's buildable. I actually quite like this. $4.50, I do think it's expensive for Primark makeup. I don't know if you're able to tell the difference. Yeah, I think you can actually. Incredibly easy to blend. It is a nice shade. I definitely prefer this shade to the contour shade. It was a lot deeper. And I also think contour can sometimes apparently it ages you. So, we don't want that. I'd be interesting to find out how long this is gonna last, because I feel like you need quite a lot of product. If you've been wanting to try the Charlotte Tilbury one, but you're not interested in paying 30 quid, this is incredibly similar, almost uncannily similar, tongue-tied. They also do the highlighter. We will be trying that in a minute, but first we have a rare beauty dupe, the melting blushes. These are my favorite. I actually prefer them to the liquid ones because the liquid ones are very, very pigmented. They had this in Primark. It is the cream blusher. This was around where the Charlotte Tilbury stuff was as well. And look at this cream blush shape. It is that kind of, I don't know how to describe it, like a pebble. It's like 3D. The best, like, it's like these are like 3D. I can't describe what these cream blushes look like, but they're like almost like they've been 3D printed. So I'm just going to quickly swatch the ones I've got. I've got Nearly Apricot and Nearly Neutral. I don't think the shade I have matches either of the cream blushes that I own, partly because I wanted to actually use, so these are the two I have from Rare Beauty. Very interested to see the difference in formula. It's literally the same as Nearly Apricot. So if you want Nearly Apricot from Rare Beauty, this is the shade Rose. It's not Rose, it's Apricot. It looks slightly different in pan, but they're exactly the same. These two, they're not the same swatch. They're two different products. That's unbelievable, because I thought the Rose one was going to be a little bit of between the two. Wow. So what a dupe is that? This is $3.50. You get 6 grams, and this you get 5 grams. So again, I believe these are about £24. I will say the packaging though, the packaging on the Rare Beauty is so cute. I love it. You're not obviously getting that level of packaging. Again, if you're just wanting to try the product and you're not worried about. So I use a nice thick dense brush. And I'm just going to pop that on, and it looks really, really pretty. Look at that, folks. Gorgeous. I actually prefer how big the pan is for the Primark one. I always like to add a tiny bit of blush to the nose. Just I think it just makes sense. Just makes sense. It does have a little bit of luminosity. There's no shimmer though, and I believe they had another shade of this as well, but I'm not sure what it was now. I think the best dupe we've had today. On to something I don't actually own. I don't own the dupe to, I don't have the Charlotte Tilbury light wand thing, but here it is. I'm hoping it's not going to be too dark for me. Very, very pretty. Yes, use your finger, guys. That's working really nicely. Oh my god, guys, this looks so good. I'm actually like kind of shocked. Especially the blush, bronzer, and this highlighter. I'm kind of lost for words, actually. Impressed. Oh, I need to turn it off. Remember to turn these off, guys, because you'll forget you haven't, and then you'll end up with a bit of a mess. But I don't think I think I wouldn't bother buying the Charlotte Tilbury one. So lip product wise, I wasn't really thinking when I bought 2 nourishing lip products, but I picked up this strawberry scented lip oil. I believe this is meant to be a bit more of a dupe of a Kylie lip oil or Clarins. It looks a lot like the Clarins lip oil as well. I do have the Dior lip oil, so I thought I would, although they're different colours, I think we'll be able to get a bit of a textural difference. The doe foot is somewhat similar. It does smell like strawberries. There is no tint. There is no tint whatsoever. So I am going to pop a lip liner on, but there's that one. Obviously, my Dior does have a tint. This is in the shade Rosewood. The doe foot is enormous and the oil is thicker. So I wouldn't say they're a dupe at all. But I don't know what the Kylie one is like. So I've just used the shade Sweetheart there, and now let's try the gloss. This is a great way to use like lip oils and clear lip glosses using a pencil lip liner underneath for colour. Whoa, it's very, very liquidy. You might also as well want to wipe the doe foot off once you've used it too. Gives a lot of shine, but I don't know like how long this is going to last on your lips. Incredibly shiny, but very, very, very oily. So that is the end of today's video. Can you believe this is almost a full face of Primark makeup? I'm honestly so impressed. I think I look fab. Standout products have to be the kind of colour complexion products. This blush is literally a complete dupe for the Rare Beauty, as are these. These are fantastic. I think I would always purchase these over the Charlotte Tilbury. I will say you are going to have to use quite a lot of the bronzer product, but I feel like you do with the Charlotte Tilbury anyway. So really, really, really happy with those. For the lip products, they're okay. I wouldn't probably run out and get this. I think this is quite nice, but they're both quite, or I don't think they're going to last too long on your lips. I think they're going to get quite oily and they're gonna just go. But for the price, pretty good. The primer was fine. I think I'll use it, but I don't think I'd repurchase. This, I don't like the packaging, and I do think it oxidizes a little bit, so I'd be really, really cautious of this. Eyeshadow primer, I really want to use it again with actual like more eyeshadows, but I think this will be a good one. This, I need to see how long it lasts. It is creasing a little bit, but I don't know if I just was a bit excited and just used too much of it. So I'll just pop something down here with how it went. But for £2.50, if it doesn't crease, I think if it lasts a while, I think it's an absolute steal. As for the little powder puffs, I think if you can, just go and buy the more expensive, like the Trigwell or the LH Cosmetics ones. These are way more easier to clean, and in the these will last in the long term, whereas this harder to clean and really pointy, very pointy. So yes, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much to the guys that suggested doing the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you want me to do another one, because I'm honestly so impressed. I really want to go and try some more. But I think the overall makeup looks so good. You wouldn't know it was from Primark, would you? But yeah, let me know if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave me a comment down below. What's your favorite Primark makeup products to use? I would love to know. I need to know for next time so I can pick them up. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.